Hey everyone, it's Steve from the garden. In this video I'm going to be going over the various things I'm doing for the garden right now. So I got some seed potatoes in, and then I have some seeds to get started. And I'll go over like what my seed starting schedule is going to be for the next couple weeks. But to get started with, I got my seed potatoes in for the Sarpo Mira variety. This is what those potatoes look like. Right now there's no chits on any of these. And a couple of these are kind of big, so I'm going to get those cut up and lay them out here in the tray in the daylight so that they can start to chit. The first thing I want to do is just kind of weigh some of these to see where we're at in terms of weight. I ordered 2.5 pounds of potatoes, and I usually go for something like 1.5 to 2 ounces per seed potato. And all of these are a little bit over that. And like this big one here is close to 6. So I can go ahead and cut some of these up to spread them out a little bit further. And especially like this big one. I can see there's what should be like an eye here, and there's one over on this side. Now I don't need to get these down perfectly, Weight-wise, I should be able to get 3 seed potatoes out of this, but we have to make sure that we have enough eyes on there to support 3 potatoes. So I got one here and here, so I could cut that up, and one over here, and one on this side. So I probably could cut this into 3, and this is another big one. That one's almost 6 ounces also. So again, I could probably cut that up to 3 pieces if I have enough eyes on there. I can kind of see where they're at. So I'm gonna just cut one of these open. And this is kind of what they look like on the inside. They're like a light golden color. And that piece I just cut is like 1.5 ounces, so that's pretty good. And if I can get one more, or a pair of these out. So that one is just shy of 2 ounces, and that piece is a little over 2 ounces. Now there are some eyes on this one, so as long as each piece has an eye where the chit can start, those would be good. And I just need to leave these out for a couple days so that the part I cut skins over. And then once they skin over like this, they're ready for planting. For seed starting, I'm going to be planting 8 different varieties of lettuce. So I got 8 cells kind of lined up here. The first one is a Celanova mix. Now this is a pelleted seed, and these seeds are very pricey. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 seeds per cell. The Celanova says it's a 55-day maturity. Next up is the Ruby Red Leaf. This is a 40-day maturity. So I'll just tap some in. This seed's a little bit older, so I'll just plant some extra and I can thin them out. After that, we got Grand Rapids Leaf. This is a 45-day maturity. I'm not going to worry about keeping track of the exact cell I put these in. If I really need to know, I can always look at this video. But once these start growing, it's obvious enough what they are. After that is a variety called Magenta. This is a 48-day maturity. Again, I'm not going to really count them out that much. If I get extras, I can always just thin them out. After that is Iceberg. Now this says it's an 80 to 90-day maturity, so compared to the other varieties, that's quite a bit longer. After that, we got Mirror. This is a 50-day variety. Then we got Coastal Star Romaine. This is a 57-day variety. And then Paris Island Romaine, which is a 45-day variety. After the lettuces, I'm going to be planting broccoli. So we got Green Magic. These are going to be the same varieties I planted about a month ago. And those plants are just about ready to go out into the garden, but I do need to kind of get them hardened off. After that is the Emerald Crown, which is a 60-day variety, with the last one being Imperial, which is an 80-day variety. The big advantage of having these all planted at the same time but with different maturity dates is that they won't all be ready for harvest at the same time, even though I can plant them at the same time. With these few seeds planted, my real busy seed starting season is going to be coming up over the next 2 to 3 weeks. This one I'm going to be starting things like my tomatoes and a lot of the flowers like the zinnia, and that the warm season type things I grow, squashes and watermelons and all that, they're going to be coming up very soon. The next couple of weeks is also when I'm going to be doing a lot of planting. So I need to get my onions in the ground. I got those broccolis I started previously, and I got peas I started. So all those need to get planted out. Also have to get my peppers potted up into bigger pots so they can start growing bigger get all these 72 cell trays. Now, let me know what you're planting at this time of the year. I imagine for quite a lot of us, you're either already in the ground for a lot of things, if you are in a more southern part of the country, or if you're in zone 5 like me, you're probably getting all of your seeds going at this time also. And if you have any questions, you can leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to answer those. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed, got something out of this, and we'll see you on the next one.